What's up? We're Arrows in Action, and these are our Marquee memories.
I was 19. We had just gotten done volunteering at a festival in Gainesville that's just called Fest, where Pup had played, but neither of us got to see them because we were working a different stage. And they were kind of the only band I cared about seeing. I love Pup so much, especially those first two records back then. I remember just at the time thinking that they must be one of the biggest bands on the planet because they were one of my favorite bands. But there was probably like 60 people there to see this band that is now like legendary. Those 60 people knew every word to every song. They did something weird where they closed with a Weezer cover, El Scorcho.
One of the hits.
Yeah, they let us up on stage, just like a bunch of people from the crowd, and my buddy and I took the bass player's mic and sang one of our favorite Weezer songs with our favorite band, stuff like that, where you can sacrifice perfection of your parts for engaging people. Because at that point in my life, I was 19 and I wasn't really doing that. I was definitely staring at the neck of my guitar and like trying to impress the potential musicians in the crowd instead of impressing people who were just there to have a good time.
I was 15. It was a show in Naples, Florida. It was Mayday Parade opening for Andy Grammer. This was my first show ever. Also, seeing them live was just like a big eye-opener. I was in a band at the time in high school. I won't speak about how good the band was, but I was very bad. So to watch them, I was like, oh, you can sound good. You can sound good. You can make good music, apparently. I actually got to meet the whole band. I talked to Jake, the drummer, for a while about things that now, look back, I feel like my questions are super stupid.
What'd you ask?
I was like, what symbols do you have? You know? Which is fine. People ask me that now too, so I guess I do get like,
What's your favorite drum?
it's a yeah, basically.
I was 17 when I went to the 2012 Warped Tour. No one else I knew really listened to these bands, and I was the one kid in my high school who had the swoopy hair. So like, it was really cool to see a bigger community of that. And some of my favorite bands that I got to see were like Pierce the Veil. I was obsessed with Pierce the Veil at the time. I literally have a Collide with the Sky tattoo on me. Passing by like Falling in Reverse as he brings out his pit bull with like gold-plated like earmuffs onto the stage.
What?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Oh, yeah.
Because we actually both went to the same Warped Tour.
Every time we talk about Warped Tour, we go, wait, we went to the same Warped Tour. Like it's like every 2 months.
We forget and remember. But we also, as we just found out, we both watched the I Fight Dragons set
with like 30 people in that crowd.
Yes, so
which
we
means
were likely right next to each other. And then we would later go on a few months later, December 8th, 2012.
Really?
I just looked it up.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's where I met Victor.
That was so much earlier than I thought.
His band was opening for I Fight Dragons. And then I talked to him, and then we played Arrows in Action's first show. It was very full circle.
Kind of cosmic, you know?
2012 Warped Tour.
Thanks, I Fight Dragons.
Yeah.
You made the band.
Thanks for listening to our Marquee Memories. Come catch us on tour to make some memories of your own.